I don't know where that came from. That was air escaping from my body. Welcome back to the Cheekcast podcast, episode 20, titled episode 20. Or as Thomas wanted to call it, bustin' makes me feel good.
Yeah, you know, from Ghostbusters.
From Ghostbusters, like ghost bustin' makes me feel great.
It's such a weird thing, dude. Why would they put that in a song? Just be like, oh yeah, ghost bustin'.
Ghost bustin' makes me feel good.
Is that when like you've done it too many times in a day and you just got ghost loads? Like it's not even like that.
Come on.
Wow. Wow.
I was out here busting ghost loads, dude. What a way to start the podcast.
Oh boy.
Oh man, the Cheek Squad is on one today. We're not even gonna waste time today talking and plugging myself because there's no point. I've been sick for over like a week probably now. And I'm just now starting to get completely over it. That's why we've been gone. I've been gone, not me, not they. They've been here. I've been gone. Thomas is always there. He's under your bed right now, actually.
Wow. That's
Bussin'.
not creepy. That's not creepy at all.
The first topic today, which is a game that I enjoyed, I just started playing yesterday, which is Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Dude, game rant. Fuck yourself. How about that, game rant? If you watch this podcast, go fuck yourself. I'm not disabling my ad blocker to read your article. How about that?
Wow. I was able to read it no problem.
Yep, tells me I need to disable my ad blocker. I'm not doing that. Apparently people are upset that the weapon skins are bad. Who cares? It's a skin. Just don't buy it. I haven't read the full thing. I can't really go into it because.
So essentially, there's more customization than Vermintide 2 had, which is good. But apparently some players have been disappointed in the quality of the skin. First off, I didn't even know there was skins or customizability in the game. I think that's cool that there's anything. I'm not a skin collector of it, you know, I don't really care too much, but yes, apparently the camo skins have been
I like how we've come
lackluster.
full circle in our list of complaints of, oh
Now
man,
the
this game
skins
is
aren't
so
good
good
enough.
that we have to complain about the fucking cosmetics.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Now, there was a comment on there, and it says some Reddit commenters don't see this as an anomaly and feel like it's a consequence of Fat Shark's acquisition by Tencent. Which, first off, I did not know that they were acquired.
I didn't know that
by
either.
Tencent. But Fat Shark is the
Newsflash,
developer.
dipshit.
And yeah, apparently they were acquired by Tencent. So people are essentially saying the skins, the cosmetics are not good. Because possibly they were because of Tencent. But anyways, yeah, apparently you can buy premium cosmetics with
Well, you can with Aquila's or whatever. Me and Thomas were looking at that yesterday.
yeah.
I mean, it's
I
cool,
guess,
but like, why are people? It's a cheap ass skin, and it looks like shit. You know what you can do? Just don't fucking buy it. Like,
you know what
why
you don't
Use
see
your
is your own skin.
imagination.
yeah, you don't even see your own skin. I understand why people are upset about weapon skins because you see your weapon. But
I
like, the only thing you
suppose.
see on your character is your fucking hands. Like,
Yeah.
The flames
Unless
make
you-
it do more damage.
yeah, dude, the skin is just makes it so much better.
Yeah, whatever.
It don't matter. I got to get more into Dark Tide to actually see what
Yeah.
I like and dislike about it, because right now I've just been liking it, but it's always the honeymoon phase because I just started playing.
You got to play it for a few days, get 20 hours into it, and see.
Yeah, just like Call of Duty. But we'll talk more about COD later on in the episode.
Wow.
If you did not know, Ash Ketchum finally completed his goal.
Let's go.
He won the Pokemon World Championship,
He sure did.
which is so great for him. I'm so happy.
He's a master trainer now.
He's a
Imagine.
master trainer, and
He's
he's
only
still
been 10 years old for the last 20 years.
I know.
yeah, he's been 10 years old for the last 25 years.
Good lord.
I could
have
see them
mercy.
progressing, but what would they do? Give him a son and then have his son be Ash Ketchum Jr. and then
Yeah.
do the same thing?
Absolutely, and we'd all watch it. It'd be
No,
great.
probably not. I just don't really. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'm not going to shit on it. I'm not going to talk great about it because I just don't. It's just Pokemon to me. I like the little animals. They're awesome. They look adorable. Like Fuecoco, that man has nothing going on inside his head.
It's just a little empty noggin, one
He
rock
just
kicking around.
he spawns in and looks up at the sun. That's what he does.
And just stares at it.
And obviously, the cutest Pokemon to exist is probably Piplup because it's a penguin, and I love
Piplup
penguins.
is adorable.
He's
I'll
adorable.
give you that. But the point of this article that I had tagged here was that apparently, even though Ash's goal is complete, and the show would obviously switch to a new main character, the Ash will still be in the show, which I think is good. I think it's good. I don't know what capacity, but
I will say the article that you linked to talk about him has every Pokemon water starter ranked. Right?
okay.
Mudkip is 5 out of 9. What Mudkip fucking Swampert is a demon. And whoever said, why is Feraligatr number 1? Like, dude, I don't even play Pokemon, and that's just straight up wrong. You're gonna tell me
I don't have that
you're
list,
gonna tell me
so-
Piplup is better than fucking than Squirtle? Shut up. You're dumb. You're dumb. That article's stupid.
Squirtle,
Anyway.
the OG homie.
I love Squirtle and his sunglasses. It's fantastic, but it's whatever. Callisto Protocol launches tomorrow.
Technically, if we're talking about when
Well, I think
this
it would be
podcast is
midnight, right?
posting, you know what? Let's look it up right now while we're here talking about it.
Set your computer to New Zealand time so you can get the game.
Oh my
18
god, it's
hours early.
83 gigs.
That's not that
Oh my
bad.
god. I don't have enough room on my computer for that. Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Oh shit, baby! It's tonight at 11.
Oh my god.
You're
I have
look
to-
what you're playing tonight.
No,
Playing
I'm not
late.
playing it tonight. I'm not playing it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't.
Why not?
Because
11 p.m.
But I can't start another playthrough. I have to beat God of War first.
No, you don't. You want to be on the launch. But anyways, point being, the game comes out, I guess tonight. We're recording this on Thursday. It will post on Friday, so it'll already be out.
Yeah, it'll be out.
Hey.
By the time you listen to this, it's not out yet. It's like 7 hours from coming out.
At this moment.
The moment we're recording this. But yeah, I'll probably play it when it launches. I just gotta clear some stuff out after the podcast.
But did you see the recommended settings? That was what I was surprised about.
The recommended settings. Let's go look at the recommended settings.
They posted it on Twitter.
Is it not on there? It's not on the Steam page? Usually it
I
is.
don't. It probably is.
Recommended
but I saw it on
settings:
Twitter.
an i7 8700 or a Ryzen 5 3600, 16
That's
gigs of RAM,
Pretty low.
1070.
Yeah, they're which is crazy. 'Cause it looks
Recommended
really good.
1070.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it should play like butter
They
if
said
you have
minimum
a 2 or 3
1060.
series.
Yeah, if you have, you could. I probably can ray trace this bitch. To be honest,
You might be able to.
that is actually very interesting. Very
So
interesting.
I
That's
was
really
very
low,
surprised.
Actually. Yeah, I'm fucking around. That's gonna be. We're gonna be in Thomas. We're gonna play Dark Tide all night until 10:58, and then I'm gonna get off and play Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna let you pre-download.
They do. I already have the option to preload. That's why I said I gotta clear up space.
Nice.
So I'll
nice,
have it
nice.
ready.
Perfect.
The thing that I'm actually interested in is apparently there's a possible Ghost spin-off campaign in development in Infinity Ward, which I think they should because they don't give him a lot of background.
No,
he's
not really.
kind of
it's
an
only
actual-
in his comic.
Yeah, he's actually a fucking demon in the video game. I mean, he watched his whole family die. So they need to do a little bit more background story onto him, which I think would be pretty sweet if they do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think it's gonna be DLC. Is
Oh,
what they
yeah.
were saying. A DLC
Yeah.
on Ghost, which would be pretty cool.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Apparently this one is really funny to me, honestly. The Minecraft, so there was a whole debacle back in 2021 where Dream, the Minecraft YouTuber, said that he's a speedrunner. That's how he started. He's a big Minecraft speedrunner. He admitted that he accidentally cheated
Whoopsie
in
daisy.
one of his speed runs, right? A speedrunner looked more into him and find out that he was cheating. And now the speedrunner that found out that Dream was cheating got busted for cheating. Like, dude, you cannot write this any better. Like, there's just no way you can write that
Imagine
any
calling
better.
out a cheater while you're cheating. Like, imagine. Snitches be
Apparently
snitching.
he got caught with bad video editing. He was splicing in runs.
Oh yeah,
where
they check the audio.
they check the audio, they check the video. You can't have cuts because that's called a segmented speed run, which you can do. That's
Sure.
allowed. But if you're just not submitting for a segmented speed run category, that's just not. You're lying.
Yeah.
So apparently he got caught doing that, which is really funny.
And now his records have been completely removed from
Yeah, and he had
speedrun.com.
a few records. He had a few big records that got removed. So I
Just
think that's really
imagine.
funny that a cheater that called out somebody else cheating
Was technically cheating.
was technically cheating at some point.
That's
Yeah.
just.
Apparently he was very sloppy cheating.
I mean, if you're gonna cheat, do it clean. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, people are calling out like individual seconds. They said players were incredibly suspicious about the time it took for the Elder Dragon to perch in one run, which can only be killed while it's perching. During speedruns, that's how you kill it. You melee it in the face, or blow beds up underneath it. Which was which was a whole 2 seconds faster than could be recreated in millions of simulations.
Wow. You said
There
they
were
ain't gonna
other
notice 2
analysis of
seconds.
item drop rates that showed Minecraft Avenger either had the most incredible luck in the world on tap or was cheating. So he got caught doing the same thing that Dream did, which is really funny.
You know, all these cheaters, you know, like you said, you want to do it clean, you got to get the butt plug.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's really funny. That's a really funny article to read. Another one I'm excited for is they're talking about a first person. They're announcing Amnesia the Bunker, a sandbox open world horror games. Open world horror games are very interesting.
This actually they just announced this today, December 1st. They just announced this. And that would be pretty cool. So I guess it's going to be on Steam
some of
and
the shits
Epic.
you can, like player choices, which is always really interesting. Unscripted environment. So like,
I don't even know what that means.
That's like roguelite. So it's like objects, monsters, and resources change every playthrough. An ever-present gruesome creature that stalks the player. Tactile immersion, all new levels of interaction with the world through puzzle solving and tool handling. A terrifying tale, experience hell on earth in a fictional, appalling story. And engrossing atmosphere and tension. I mean, Amnesia's always been kind of creepy, so I hope they
Amnesia was when the original Amnesia came out. That game was so popular in the horror gaming community because it was done really well. I don't know if anyone's ever played it or watched a playthrough. It was pretty cool.
I mean, if you were on YouTube at any point in time, you watched PewDiePie. So
there's no way. Yeah,
there's no way you didn't watch PewDiePie because I even watched PewDiePie.
I didn't watch PewDiePie.
There were so many people that played that game.
I watched Tobuscus.
You had
Toby
fucking
Turner,
Jacksepticeye, you had Markiplier, you had all these big names that were just
that played it. Yeah,
that blew up really big off of that too.
And but that's interesting that they're doing
the screenshots look gritty and kind of cool. They look kind of insane. The thing I'm interested about, and I want to see how they do it before I get too excited for it, is the open world aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because the downside is what it sounds like now, it's going to be a roguelite horror game. Because when they say it changes in every playthrough, that means they're expecting me to play it multiple times. And I don't know. I'm curious to see how they do that. Because if it's a story mode game, it's really hard to make people play more than once.
Definitely.
Because if there's nothing else to do. If I beat it and I find a bunch of collectibles and I'm missing like 2, I might go back and get those other 2. But
like play it one time.
Yeah, but what's the point of doing more playthroughs? That's the thing. Is
achievements
when it comes to making a game, you have to give people an incentive to do more than one run. That's why I think games like Deep Rock Galactic are really good, because the mission is you just have a hub and then you do a mission. And then you rinse and repeat that. And I feel like that concept is interesting because that's how you level up.
Yeah.
But story mode games forcing you to play more than once is a very small amount of people will actually do that more than once.
Well,
so
I'm interested in this though because I love horror games, and let me take that back. I love when you play horror games and I get to watch.
Oh boy.
But it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have a game like that.
So that's all the news for today. I know we talk about news every podcast, and if you don't like it, tell us, because we can probably make some other shit up if you don't like the news. And to be honest, this is what it is. We like to inform you what's going on. Now we're going to
Turn
talk
this
about
into
Modern
a
Warfare
cooking
2.
podcast.
Ooh.
Ooh. Now we have to do Modern Warfare 2. So the first thing I want to talk about before we get involved with anything else is there's a thing that you've probably heard me talk about where I say guns are banned. Something is banned, this is banned, that's banned, right? When I say banned, I mean like a gentleman's agreement is what it's called. They call it GA, where they say, hey, the M4 is kind of overpowered. What if we all just agree not to use it? And then that's what happens. They go, okay, the M4 is GA'd. We will no longer use the M4 in CDL matches. And if you do use it, you get like heavily blacklisted from tournaments, and people just really just don't like you. You basically aren't allowed to play anymore.
Yep.
If you disagree or don't follow the like they even have to the point where you can't put sights on any of your ARs. Right?
Jeez.
Which I don't understand that either. But my thing is, right? Should other games do that? So like imagine if you played League and everybody decided, hey, let's GA Yumi and Aatrox. Now you no longer have to waste bans on those characters. I know it'd be a lot harder on something like that, but
yeah,
even if you did something in like Apex where you said we GA all charge rifles, people just skip charge rifles. Or, you GA you GA SAP in World of Warcraft. I don't know. Could other games pull that off? Like could you GA something in Fortnite?
it would have to be on a
No
professional
walls.
level.
It is. It's only on a professional level. It's
Yeah.
only in a tournament, like, because some of these organizations for Call of Duty run their own special MMR professional brackets.
Yeah.
And in those brackets, guns are GA'd. So, like, if you're practicing for Fortnite Championship Series and they fucking GA the grenade launcher, like, nobody in that bracket can use grenade launchers anymore. I don't know. I feel like that could make things a little interesting. I still like the idea, Thomas was talking about where they would carry bans over in League of Legends. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, you're picking bands, just carry over.
You're picking bands, carry over for the whole fucking series.
Like, bro, that would blow out so many people's champion pools, and then be like, okay, now we have to actually understand how good these players truly are instead of just being essentially one tricks.
Right, because I mean, for God's sakes, you saw the same three people, which is Victor, Akali, and Azir in fucking Worlds. And don't get me wrong, like those champions take skill to play, but it gets boring seeing the same people play the top tier over and over.
Yeah.
Imagine if they banned Akali and Azir in the first run, and now suddenly you're seeing all these fucking crazy mid lane picks. Like I don't know. I feel like that would be interesting.
And what if they were like, you know what? We know we're gonna take these guys to game 5. We gotta ban every single AD carry every single game. Now all of a sudden they're playing like
you're playing Yasuo Nami bot lane.
Bro, you're playing like Anivia bot lane, like ADC Anivia, the worst thing that you could possibly play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine that? I feel like that would be pretty cool. But I don't think anybody else follows really. I think there's a couple other games that do GAs, but I feel like if people wanted to make certain games more interesting, because I just saw a video today about somebody bitching about Apex, saying that Apex is dead. But I'm like, I mean, it's really not dead, but I get that you don't play it anymore.
It's not dead. It's not going to die. It's going to be it'll just turn into any other game that people play. It won't be a dominating factor anymore.
People don't want to believe that. But.
A Goliath.
And I know a lot of people are like, oh, what could we do better? What could they change? The developers have to change.
Yeah, for real.
It has nothing to do with the community or anything. It's the fact that they've gotten too money hungry, and that's all they care about now. Don't get me wrong, their 24-hour peak is still over 300,000. But
I'm not saying, yeah, exactly. It's not dead. It's not a dead game.
It's definitely on the decline. People don't, because the thing about it is there's no diversity. Like, you can watch any of the pros play it on Twitch, which is where a lot of the, what is the word I'm looking for? Like a lot of the traction for some games comes from. I'm going to tell you, I'm not really, I could click on anybody and it's all going to be the same thing. They're going to be
Yes.
playing generally the same way. They're all going to be either doing a watch party or they're all going to be playing the game, and they're all just going to be trying to be the best. They're going to be using the same meta weapon. It's the same thing every time. And the downside is, I remember talking to Thomas about, me and Thomas had a small discussion yesterday about COD because we both kind of been drifting away from it. I still play it because I'm still going to eventually get Orion, but it's becoming more taxing to play it because it's the same thing every game. It's a fucking stack of people all using the same gun that's Orion already, that's fucking G8 in pro tournaments, and they're just sweating like it's a CDL game when it's quick play. So it's interesting to me that I don't know why everybody gets upset that games are boring when they speed run every single game they play. Even a multiplayer game, they're like, dude, this game is so boring. Darktide came out. When did Darktide come out?
A few days ago, but it was on early access too. So
there are already people that are already completely max level in that game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the game hasn't even been out that long. Like, I literally play video games.
I mean, I guarantee
it came out.
Darkflight or Dragonflight just came out, and I guarantee there's already max level.
There's somebody probably max level on the first day.
There has to be.
Darktide came out 2 days ago, and people are already completely max level on it. Multiple characters, and I'm like, but you guys are saying that games are boring. You're playing too many. You're playing too fast. You guys aren't enjoying. I feel like nobody's enjoying the games they play anymore.
Oh, this is funny you say that. Last night, shout out to Turkey. I went into his stream last night. He's already done with Scarlet. He completed the game already. He said he has a few Pokemon to finish his Pokedex, and he's done. He already finished the entire game.
I mean, the argument there could be: is he playing too much, or is the game just that short?
Voltage has 97 hours in it. Turkey beat it in less than 40.
Voltage has 97 hours in Scarlet already?
Yes.
Bro. Oh my god.
And he has both versions. He got Scarlet and Violet.
Dude. Oh, that's, dude,
that's what I'm saying. But so what Turkey said, it's him. He said he just plays everything really fast. So he might have had, I don't know, but he said his Pokedex is almost full too. So I don't know, but
he's not even reading the little cutscenes.
No, he's not. He's just flying through that bitch. He's
like me. You hold B and mash A. You getting through this going. Shit. I don't care about the youngsters' shorts. Look, keep them on, fam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is the game too easy, or are people just running through it too fast?
I don't know. I mean, I have like 10 or 12 hours, and I don't know. But I agree with you. People are definitely speed running games. It's like, gotta do it fast. Gotta put 12 hours in tonight. Tomorrow another 12. I gotta get
play
this
it
done.
The best I possibly can. Do everything.
I have to be leaderboard right now.
I got an RSS feed of all the new exploits coming up. Oh, here it is.
I remember when Fallout 4 was getting ready to launch. I was talking to Steven, who was a big Fallout 4 fanatic, and he told me he had his entire race to level 60 planned out. And he's like, "Do you want to know anything about the game?" And I'm like, "No, I just want to play it."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I have my whole build mapped out and everything." I'm like, "Oh my god, people actually do that. The game's not even out yet."
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Dragon said we're describing consumer culture. I'm a consumer.
It's true. That is true though. Yeah, I mean that is, got to get the new phone, got to get the new computer, get the new console. New controllers,
and I know a
new
lot
everything.
Of it is
I gotta get it right now.
A lot of it's because people want to be the first to post content about something.
If I can, let's quote Pokemon. They want to be the very best.
Yes, they want to be
no
the very
one
best.
ever was.
They want to be the best of the best. They want to make content on it. And I guess I understand that, but at the same time, like, if you're rushing immediately to make content the first day on like the end of the game, people are already, I guess I just don't understand it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, not everyone makes content, and granted, the amount of, I'm gonna air quote here, content creators there are in this world. I'm gonna tell you, when you have the majority of people giving you their opinion and their content on a game, of an item, whatever it is, it really waters down the quality of whatever that thing is. Because when you have a game that comes out and everybody and their brother, their literal little brother that's 8 years old on YouTube telling you to play the game or showing you to play, where do we get value in anything anymore? Because
Yeah, and
everyone's already doing it. You can't
that's the
experience it
problem.
yourself.
That's the problem. That's why it's so hard to blow up doing anything now, is because everybody's doing the same thing you are.
Everybody wants
And what
to do
Lisa just described is why you don't give thoughts money.
Oh my god. But it's the same thing that, like, everybody says Nadia is a genius because she plugged herself differently than everybody else. She got accused of cheating and she just fucking ran with it.
She ran with that shit.
Which is brilliant. That's the way to put yourself in the limelight. But like, I can go on YouTube and type in fucking Warzone guide and I can get everybody telling me the same exact thing. And as Lisa said, where's the value in that? If everybody says the same exact thing, nobody's making unique content anymore.
But like I said, it also devalues the game, in my opinion. It devalues the game itself because you also can't get on TikTok or get on YouTube without seeing spoilers.
Yeah.
So
I
like
usually
you
just end up
want to play a
like,
story game, yeah,
I
and
waited for
you just end
Ragnarok.
up.
I still avoid Twitter and TikTok and shit because people just post, this is what happened to fucking Heimdall in God of War. And I'm like, I'm not even there yet.
Yeah, I know, but they've already beat it first night. Like they already went through a 40-hour game.
They beat it in 2 days.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, but maybe we're just old. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just old and crotchety, and maybe that's just what it is now.
I'm amazed that those people have the patience to sit through a Atreus breaking the fourth wall every 5 seconds.
And Dragon puts up a good point, so that's why trolls blow up. It is and it isn't. Like we've had trolls that have done it before. We've had the fucking Wadu Heck guy who followed around fucking Shroud forever and just kept saying Wadu Heck. He blew up and fell off so fast at the same time. But he managed to make somewhat of a career out of it. And the thing about trolls is like when a troll pops off is they only pop off for a little bit unless they continue to keep doing it.
Still have to provide value.
Yeah, you're still not providing value when your trolling shit runs out. Like, what do you do after that? Like, you're not Timmy Two Cans, bro. Timmy Two Cans trolls and then just he does what he does. He runs around and runs people over in the most weird way with a fucking 4-wheeler in Warzone, and then cackles about it, and it's hilarious.
It is funny.
People see that and they try to read. Just like, what the hell is Adventures in Ardia, the dude who does Roll for Sandwich on TikTok. The moment he made that series, nobody else had a series like that, which is why his blew up. And now there's like fucking 50 channels doing the same thing he's doing with a different food. Yeah. And none of them do as well as him because people don't know how to come up with an original idea.
They don't have the balls to put ketchup on a toaster strudel with cream cheese filling. Like,
we went right back to that cooking channel.
Bro,
yeah.
That man, some of the things y'all showed me about him doing things, I was like, y'all couldn't pay me to eat some of the shit that he does.
And he eats the whole sandwich every time, which is just mind-blowing to me. But like, people out there's like Roll for Pizza, and I'm like, as cool as this concept is, it's used already. And I don't know. People copy other people and then they blow up with the same thing. And half the time I just watch the same old shit that I always watch, the same people, because I know there's somebody out there doing the same thing and they're not. Why would I watch them when I could just watch somebody who's doing it already? Somebody that I know who's doing it already. Exactly.
True.
That's why I tell everybody to be yourself, because they can't beat me. I'm fucking sniffing Reed's ass playing Call of Duty. Like, there's people who are doing that, but they're not me, and they're not fucking Reed. I'm not saying I don't know. I don't understand it either, and I'll never get it. Apparently, I just have to be loud, a dickhead, and troll, and suddenly I'm
have
famous.
A bad opinion. That's the best way to get traction. Is have a bad take. Everyone will correct you on the face of the planet.
Who wants to hear my take on One Piece?
Don't get
Voltage isn't
Voltage isn't in here.
Voltage isn't here. You can't give her check. One Piece is trash.
He'll listen to this. He'll hear it.
He will, and he's gonna at me and be like, and say some shit.
Yo, at 33 minutes, like
he's like, at this timestamp, this is bullshit.
There's XQC clones out there too, and they don't do it as good as XQC either.
That's true. XQC is the original, like,
the original juicer.
He's something.
And there's people out there who try to act the same way as he does, the same hype and yelling and shit. I think the only person who's managed to out-hype XQC is fucking Speed.
Yeah.
But that's because Speed lights a fucking firework off in his house and damn near burns his house down. He's getting famous off of being stupid anyway.
Yeah.
Too much of a tangent next. I'm gonna start shit talking everybody.
I don't think insurance would cover that.
For real.
And it's on stream. He has it on stream that he lit a fucking firework off in his house.
It's crazy.
He has literal video proof of him doing it, which is just hilarious to me.
People be wild out here.
Speaking of meta, we're gonna talk about Modern Warfare 2 and why all you little fucking children need to stop using the guns the pros tell you to use. You're boring and it's annoying. I can't level my pistols because you're shooting me with a one-shot SMG from across the map. Stop listening to Nate. You're boring. Make your own build. I don't know. It's why I haven't been playing it as much, is because it's becoming a chore to play.
Sounds like a skill issue, bro.
It's definitely a skill issue. And I know that could be chalked up to skill, SBMM, whatever, skill-based matchmaking. And when Thomas messaged me and said, it's just not fun to play because everybody's using the same weapon. They all found their weapons they like, they leveled them to max, and the thing is, it's not even the weapons they like. It's the weapons everybody tells them to use. It's the TAC 56, it's the 74U, it's the fucking M4, and then the OPS snipers. And I understand that, but like, sometimes I just want to get shotgun, bro, and none of you are doing that anymore.
You know, I mean, I remember playing Call of Duties, and there were like every match had some dickhead playing their favorite style of gameplay. So you had someone sniping that was crazy. You had your shotgunner or your knifer. You had some capacity of each style to deal, unless it was a squad of people doing the same thing.
You used to get bonked in Cold War with a fucking shovel. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, you'd have the one camper with a knife that was sitting around corners. You'd have a shotgunner. You'd have your sniper. You have your AR guy, or your SMG runner who's just going fucking nuts. But now it's literally everyone has in a whole match. 8 people are using the same fucking build. The same build.
The same fucking thing. It's the same 2 assault rifles.
There's no variety.
Maxed out with the same tuning that all the pros use because they're like, I'm going to get some fucking clips today. Like,
the fact that I don't see more dualies going on blows my mind. They're only doing it for the skin. They're only doing it to progress. Yeah. And then you don't see it again.
Nobody's using dualies. There's barely anybody using fucking shotguns. They're all using these meta quick-scoping snipers, 2-shot ARs, and like 1 SMG that you can just hip fire with. And it's so draining to play sometimes because it's the same shit over and over and over. And there's just nobody using, I just want somebody to be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be a meta troll today and I should just hop on and just fucking play something that I enjoy. And here we are, I'm fucking running around with an Expedite or a 870 shotgun trying to level it so I can get gold on it, so I can get my Orion camo, pose knifing, Reed's riot shielding on point, and we're facing 674Us on the team class B side, fucking blue screen of death, and they're all using platinum 74Us. It's not CDL. Why are you playing it like it's a fucking wager match? It's quick play hard point, bro. Get some pussy. Like, goddamn. Like, do something else with your life. Like, it's so fucking boring to play.
Well, but that's the thing. It's they know what gun is the meta in pro tiers or high level play, and they literally just progress through the game to get to that point, and then that's all they really care about. So
that's what I just don't understand is why. Like, are you trying to? I'm telling you, bro. I say this all the time, bro. FaZe is not going to recognize you for winning that random quick play hardpoint game. I'm telling you, bro. Nadeshot does not give a fuck that you just went 73 and 25 in this fucking kill confirmed game. And trust me, TikTok doesn't give a fuck either. Like, you just
73 and 25. That's not a good ratio, fam.
No, you have less than a 3 KD, but you got 75 kills. You can flaunt that. Like.
Hell yeah.
Do that against people who are good. You want to know, dude, Shroud is like crazy at Call of Duty. You know why Shroud is as big as he is because the clips that he gets against people that you consider bots are literally pro players.
Yes.
He made pro players look like bots in some of his clips. You're doing
He
that
sure
against
does.
the fucking dad that came home from his oil rig job for 2 days so he could play Call of Duty for 1 hour a day when his child is asleep. And you're like, I hit a clip on this idiot. Congratulations. That man hasn't played the game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is his first COD in 6 years. Like,
So
like
this
how
is his
we-
first COD since Modern Warfare 2.
When we originally made that joke too, like we actually found that player and we felt so bad for shitting on him because we were just like, oh, just let him have it, man. Just
Yeah, dude, just give him something.
Get a W.
Yeah, give this man a W. Like,
well,
it's just, you know, it's just, but people just don't do that. They think that they're fucking crazy. They're like, I'm clipping on these people, dude. It's you're facing the dads that just came home from their fucking factory job loading pallets on a forklift for 12 hours a day. The man came home, ate probably a nice dinner with his family, laid his 2 kids down and said, I got about an hour and a half till I got to go to bed to get off
yeah,
to work
he
tomorrow.
plays 30 minutes a day, and you just shit on
He's
him
like, I
for
got an
6
hour
minutes.
and a half, and he loads up. He gets border first map, and it's just 7 kids on the other team with 74 U's all platinumed. This man is level 23 because he plays as much as he can, and he just gets raffle stomped by everybody using the fucking LA Thieves skin because it's all black with a red mark in the middle. And they're like, the new Rose skin. And they just run at him and just shit on him and go, I bodied this. Well, they probably say much less nice things than I will say. I just bodied this kid. And it's literally a 37-year-old man with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Now do that against Scump and then call yourself good. Like,
Now that brings another issue, though. I mean, the SBMM is kind of dog shit at this point. I don't know I don't know how it's working.
The people who are saying that SBMM is awful in this game, it's the worst it's ever been. I'm watching people. There was a game me and Thomas played. Mind you, when me, Thomas, and Reed are all above level 100. Like, I'm almost level 200 in the game because in the max level is 250. We had 3 level 1s on the other team. Where the fuck is the SBMM? Why did not put him with other people who are just picking up the game? Like, why is he playing against us?
I haven't played in 2 weeks, and I got on a game and had 3 or 4 people that were already around level 200.
Yeah, that's not SBMM, bro. That's not skill based. What is my skill? Shroud?
Yeah,
like I just picked. I don't even know all my settings yet. it's just dumb, you know. And people want to complain about SBMM, but the SBMM is putting level 1s with me, which just doesn't make any sense.
It does not make much sense at all.
So it's
not quite sure how that works.
It's
the biggest issue with SBMM is that I always get paired up with people that don't move, and I'm like,
true.
Your joystick is here. You just hold forward, my guy.
Not to mention that I know this is going to sound like a baby ache with a mouse and keyboard, but first off, if you're listening to this and you're just like a new person that just stumbled upon this podcast somewhere,
and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, but there's a difference when people talk about controller versus mouse and keyboard. We don't mean PC versus fucking console, because you can play with a controller on a computer. So please stop thinking that it's PC versus console. We're not talking about platforms, we're talking about inputs. I can play with a fucking GameCube controller on my computer. Before you're like console PC players, I can plug in a controller. Correct. There are people in this game. There are people in this game who are saying the aim assist is the worst. There are people who said that they picked up the controller after not playing Call of Duty for 10 plus years, and they're frying like no other because they said the aim assist is that fucking strong. Like, I picked up a controller, and without even knowing how to play, I dropped 35 kills. I don't even know how to move on a controller anymore. And I don't even have to, if you fucking hit your scope in, it's locking onto their chest or their head.
Absolutely.
It is so fucking sticky, it's not even funny. Huh?
Sticky.
Oy. Oh, yeah.
But I see the same complaints everywhere. I see everybody just talking about how they're bitching about the wrong things is what they're complaining. People complaining about just stuff that doesn't matter. Like, oh, by the way, they banned all CDL skins from Pro Play.
Interesting.
Because I don't know, have you seen the LA Thieves CDL skin?
The black one.
Oh, let me find it. Because they're calling it the new Rose skin. because it is all like no shit. I'm gonna send you this article.
It's very
I'm gonna
dark.
send the article through Discord, right? The entire skin is pitch black, aside from LA on the front of their chest is red. The rest of the skin is pitch black.
Yeah, it's very dark, and
Why
it
is
just
that?
has.
Yeah, why is that allowed at all?
Well, you know, gotta
People are
switch
selling
it up.
LA Thieves knew what they were doing because that's their pro skin. When they play their pro matches, that's what they're gonna have.
They said, "I want the blackest skin you can give me, so I can hide in the shadows."
Mind you, they changed the rose skin from Warzone 1 because it was too dark and people could hide in like corners of rooms that were dark. And that's what you could do. So and it's gonna be one player argued the LA Thieves skin is outselling all other skins by such a margin because players believe it will be meta. Because all everybody cares about is fucking meta. If I bought another skin, I guarantee I'm getting flamed in chat because I didn't buy the meta skin. So, you know, it's I don't know. They've already banned that skin though. They said nobody can use it because it's just all black with a little red on it. But people are buying it because it's meta. It's not the games that make me mad. It's the people. The people make me upset. They get me mad and they get me going. And then they make me want to scream because people don't listen. You know what I want to check?
If you're not playing for meta though, I mean, are you even really playing a game?
You know what game I wish did well was Super People.
Yeah, and speaking of what's going on with Super People, actually.
Super People is averaging about 5,000 players a day.
Oh boy.
People, I'm reading through their comments. They posted, it's our last time for our last wallpaper of 2022. The Super People's Revolution is just around the corner, and to keep people busy, the team has cooked up some spicy events.
Spicy.
And then people are saying they're posting an unwatchable dev talk. People are saying, oh yeah, obviously, look at this. After multiple successful betas, Super People was massive on Twitch for a couple days, right? They decided to hold off their launch, and they launched right when Warzone 2 launched fully.
Perfect.
Big brain.
Perfect. Genius.
Who's making decisions over there? Jesus.
Dude, some of these companies just ain't making no sense.
I'm trying to read some of the comments because there's actually not a lot of people commenting on it. Let's read some of the Steam reviews, shall we? This will be fun. This will be fun, dude. I love reading Steam reviews. Like the Evil West Steam review, that shit was so funny.
Oh yeah.
I tried my Evil Vest, put on my Evil West or my Evil Vest. That's just so funny.
Hire that man.
This man posted November 5th with 72 hours at this time of writing this.
Super People is still in early access?
Yes, they have not fully launched the game yet.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right. Top review. Cheaters are ruining the game. Since it went live, it's out of control. Every match, blatantly blind nukes, people through walls, following people through walls and terrain, obvious aimbot. Game's going to die if they don't clamp down on it. This man has doubled his hours from 72 to 141 despite posting that. This guy got paid. There's no way. His review starts with best graphics in Battle Royale history.
False.
Word.
That's a shill, my boy. That's
amazing mechanics and physics. However, some classes are extremely overpowered and create an imbalance, like the nuke guy who instantly kills you with his ultimate. Fucking awful. Region lock everyone. Too many Asian hackers is what this man said. Oh look, it's quite a big step in the right direction for BRs like PUBG, but here's a bunch of stupid issues that'll be so easy to fix. It's not even funny. Problem one, yeah, this was the problem I had too. Bots. I'm into level 5. You get into matches with bots constantly because it autofills your whole game with bots. Then after you reach level 5, it said you have to wait 7 to 10 minutes to be into a match with players. Oh boy. Hackers and cheaters. Dude.
Why not just go to 90% capacity and then fill in bots if you need to?
Hackers and cheaters. Someone can pinpoint turn, ban them. People are firing snipers like machine guns.
Oh no.
servers wise, wait time servers so long. The final problem, he just put China. Same as every
Oh,
other
boy.
game. There's no one in that country that isn't cheating with their, apparently they're flying using infinite health and aimbots and changing weapon properties to one shot with a pistol.
Oh my
Bro, you got some
god.
serious issues with your
You
game.
have
if
serious
can
issues
make-
if they can change the weapon
yeah.
properties.
If you can change stuff like in the client side like that, that's really really
scary.
bad.
Apparently you have to give them an email. Apparently it lets you download the whole game before you can put your email in. And if you don't have a valid email, you just can't play. So people
Oh,
wasted time
boy.
downloading 30 gigs of a game just to be told they couldn't play so they don't have an email. They won't send verification emails. Some guy just wrote the word poop with a smiley face.
Poop. Smiley
Poop.
face.
Some people said very, very good game. This guy said nice battle royale with 0.2 hours on record.
Perfect.
This game cool, yeah, with 1 hour on record. This
They
guy
were
said,
paid. Come on.
dude, these guys, there's no way these guys aren't paid.
No, they're paid.
Like, there's no way. Not bad for free. 1 hour on record. You haven't played it again, friend.
Yeah.
And a lot of
I
people are
mean,
complaining about China cheating, is what
yeah,
they're saying.
clearly, they do not have any sort of anti-cheat, and
Um,
they obviously don't care.
The problem was back in the first beta when I played constantly, right? If they would have kept the game exactly like that and launched it a week later, it would be doing really well. But
Yeah, but they
instead,
decided to change
they
it 5
changed,
different
they
times.
lowered the TTK, they changed the classes, they changed everything about it, and then they went another beta that did exponentially worse than that. And then they made another beta that did even worse than that. And then they said, fuck it, Warzone 2 is out, we're launching soon.
We're going, boys.
Dude, you should have just launched then. People were hungry for a new game.
Hmm.
And you had a good recipe because it's literally PUBG with superpowers.
And that
with
was at
a-
the time when Apex was like falling off like hard at the time. So
Yeah,
it was like
it was the same time, and that game was Super People was popping off, and it had the right formula to be fantastic. Like it had gameplay mechanics and weapon mechanics similar to H1Z1. It had gameplay mechanics similar to PUBG, and you had fucking superpowers, so where you could run a Mach 7 across the map, right? And a dude who could just summon an armored vehicle and just turbo around. It was so awesome.
Yeah, but none of that matters. If everyone's cheating, no one's cheating. You know what I'm saying?
And then, even then, there were no cheaters. We ran into a couple cheaters, but
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as bad.
it's just bad.
Clearly, they've taken over. Like, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's saying they need a region. They're not saying region like everybody. They're saying region like China because apparently they're like all China's doing is cheating.
put that wall back up.
They're like all China's doing is cheating, and we can't even enjoy the game. So there's no point in playing. They're also
Did
saying
it
they're waiting 10
require-
minutes for a match.
That's because no one's playing. Did it require a third-party account before?
It required a GG account, which I have
Okay.
one. But it's
That's
logging
cool.
it. They have the cheaters' IPs and emails. Why don't they just ban them?
Obviously, they don't want to. I mean, there comes.
I mean,
a point
if
with
that's
games that-
50% of their player base, like you're keeping that player base.
Yeah, I guess so.
They had a good formula and they ruined it. That's their fucking fault.
Yep.
If they would have kept the
let
game the
that
same,
die.
bro, that would have been my main game. I loved that game.
Yeah.
And then they changed it and it felt different because even Zen didn't want to play it. And me and Zen played nonstop in the beta.
Yeah, you did. You guys
Just
played a lot.
disappointing
Sad
seeing
day.
games go the way they are.
Yeah.
Speaking of games going the way they are, I still don't have a point for DMZ in Modern Warfare 2. I know a lot of people say DMZ is fun, and DMZ was fun. Me, Thomas, Poe played it. We had fucking Reed come and play it, and it runs well, plays well. It's just there's no point. There's no point. I don't know if we talked about this a lot in the last podcast.
We didn't really
I think
get to
we
touch
touched on it.
much. Yeah.
They had like a
that was-
rotation of guns that you could unlock through it. Like
I feel
At a
like
faster
that would be
pace, it would
fun.
be
I feel
good.
like if they had some kind of story based around it, it would have been fun.
Even getting guns or blueprints that were on rotation, the thing is, once you get it, are you going back in? Like,
Like
Or are
right
you
now,
just
the
gonna go
reason everybody's
multiplayer?
playing right now is because if you get 7 weapon crates, all 7 weapon crates, you get a skin, which the skin looks cool. It's like a fucking you look like the the guy you get the M13 from, except you're all black. You're like different colors. You're not yellow,
Yeah.
which I think is great. But like, I'm looking at all these like factions and stuff. They're like the Legion. There's this faction. There's 3 different factions, and I have no idea what any of them are. It doesn't.
No
'cause
attachment.
There's no attachment. Like I said, if they would have been like, hey, sorry, I'll read what I just laughed at in a second. They're like, if the things would have been like U.S. Marine Corps, and you're doing missions for fucking, I don't know, Shepard. Granted, Shepard, in the story canon is not he's not a good guy, but then you could have fucking Shadow Company do missions for Shadow Company, and then the last one you could be doing missions for the fucking Brazilian military or fucking Price or something. But instead, they're just like, here's 3 random factions that you don't know, go do missions for them. You're like, cool. I get $4,000, and then you log out, and it's like you don't get to keep that money; it just disappears.
It's an interesting concept, but it's only to me. Like, I have no interest in that type of game type. If there was more incentive, even one gun isn't really enough for me personally. You'd have to really like playing that style, that Tarkov light
Yeah,
style of game, which some people will. They would. I'm sure there's an audience for it. Um, you know, it'll have its audience, but I definitely don't think it's a super sustainable game type. Not as much as straight up Warzone will be
and
for
if you
itself.
haven't figured out why I'm not playing Warzone on stream or off stream, just listen to the last 15 minutes of the podcast where all I did was bitch about meta. Because if you don't play meta in Warzone, you just lose. What did I think of God of War? I have not beaten it yet.
Hopefully soon.
But maybe if I fucking get around to beating the fuck out of Callisto Protocol. But
Coming out tonight.
yeah, we're definitely playing that tonight. But that's the reason I don't play Warzone is because I've watched people play Warzone. Like I watched Toos play Warzone. I watched like Tanner play Warzone, and it's sweat. Like I literally saw somebody post yesterday. Like if you watch somebody go, if you ever see a clip and somebody's like doing really nice things in Warzone, where they have a good interaction with somebody where they fill up, like I'm filling up gas tanks. Somebody rolls past and they fill the gas tank up and they say it's $1,000. Somebody drops 1,000. They say have a nice day and the dude drives away. That's literally every 50 games. I saw somebody post on Twitter that he was trying to help people get their first win in Warzone by talking to them in proc chat and solos or in duos when he was soloing, and all they did was betray him over and over. He said it took him 47 games to find one nice person that talked to him.
Wow.
And I'm like, the people who are seeing like Timmy Toucans find people who are nice to him, it's literally few and far between. You rarely find those people because everybody wants to win.
It's just like when you see the dude who's jumping off the top of the building, spinning around 500 times with a sniper rifle. That is the 500th time that he's done it, and he still hasn't hit a single shot.
Nope. That's why the best thing that happened so far is in almost 200 multiplayer levels, I've had 2 nice people on the enemy team. And the one person, I was telling him I was trying to get fucking double kills, and they came and let me get double kills with the M16, which was great. That was fucking awesome. I wish I didn't have my camera in the place I did, so I could actually made the video about it because it was awesome. Anyway, somebody posted on Twitter, which was really funny. It was a video of what is that movie where Sinister Six or whatever it's called, where it's like the 6, they have the big fight in the cabin and stuff. Somebody asked in the comments, the top comment was Bender Rodriguez with his picture as Bender. Said, why does Samuel L. Jackson always play black guys?
What the hell is that? What?
And I was like, that's such a dumb statement.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Good lord.
It's not wrong. Like,
Bro, there is no way some of these tweets are fucking real.
Wait, actually, he is wrong because he plays a white guy in Boondocks.
Oh, true.
That is true. He does play a white guy in Boondocks.
Thank you, Thomas, for
Thank
bringing
you.
in.
Let that man know.
Let that sink in, bro.
Guess
Yeah.
you forgot about this. Take a
You
screenshot.
forgot about the boy Jin Rummy.
New Jim Rummy, my man. And then the post right under that is somebody talking about the Ukraine conflict. And he said, I'm sorry, y'all, but why are bombings in Ukraine so aesthetically pleasing?
What?
It's giving retro alternative he, him, by kid vibes. Thank you, Russia, for helping me find my new aesthetic.
Dude, trolls are next level.
That's real.
Trolls are just being next level. Good lord. You know what it is, Thomas, and I think Thomas will definitely relate to this. It's the fact that 4chan is so like normie now that they've literally just trickled off into everywhere. So the little 4chaners they're just hidden amongst
your little
every
edgy
platform.
kids are just like everywhere. They're like,
it's got to be a satire post. Dude. There's no way.
It is. It 100% is. That's so funny.
There's also one that somebody posted on Reddit, which is really funny, and he posted in off my chest. He said, my girlfriend pointed a firearm at me during an argument, and I can't stop thinking about it. Somebody replied to him, when you run, and you will, don't forget to zigzag. The guy posted a week later, my girlfriend shot me after I broke up with her. Somebody added the guy that said zigzag and said OP didn't zigzag.
I'm telling you, it's fucking 4chaners, bro.
Dude, it's gotta be 4chaners, dude.
It is. It's. Anyways, yes. Go back to that Samuel L. Jackson tweet, please.
Somebody already posted that. Somebody already posted that.
Okay.
They said he played as a white guy in the Boondocks, and they posted Ed and Jin in there.
Perfect. Okay.
And somebody said voiced. Somebody said no. He took it a step farther and animated himself.
Exactly.
Bro, he did the mocap and everything.
Dude,
oh, genius.
And somebody posted again and said the evidence and absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Oh
Perfect.
man, it's so funny to me.
Listen, there are known knowns and there are unknown knowns, but there's also unknown unknowns.
Apparently in a movie called The Banker, he woke up and said, "Did I not wake up black this morning?" Yep, still black. Why is that an actual clip in the movie?
Sounds about right.
Dude, everybody's posting the same thing.
He's amazing.
I just think that's really funny. Anyway, that was a good way to end it, I think. I think that's I feel like that's a good one. I just thought that was really funny. Maybe we'll do like a whole podcast one day where we read like fucking random Steam reviews for different games.
I love Steam reviews.
We'll have people send us games. Like apparently they said is really funny is to read Warzone reviews on Steam.
That would probably be funny.
Because it's free.
Hey,
dude, it has mostly negative reviews.
Oh, no shit. I mean, obviously.
The game has more bugs than the Amazon rainforest.
Jesus.
That's funny.
But one of the top ones is update requires restart. Application has stopped working unexpectedly. Still gonna play because I hate myself.
Yeah, I can relate.
I found Among Us mid-match. Launched the game for less than 5 minutes and I instantly got shadow banned. Is that Poe?
Poe, leave a review?
Become a beta tester now. Play Warzone 2. That's really, it's so funny. One picture is just an anime ass and not recommended.
I think we should do that though.
We should. Call a poopy Warzone 2. The only winning move is not to play. Man has 0 hours on the game.
Perfect.
Recommended. He recommended it to everybody and he posted the number 1. Wow. Dude, some of these are just some of the reviews. I can't wait to do that. We're going to do a whole podcast about that one day.
A whole podcast? I mean, like half a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we can have
give
some
it a good 30 minutes.
Stuff.
It's always nice to cover a little bit of news in the game.
Yeah, we always talk about news. I mean?
It's always nice. And then you switch it up with...
This is the only battle royale where my squad has been eliminated one by one by the game crashing. Crashes more than crypto.
That's funny.
Oh, that's really funny. Anyway, for episode 20, this is our big double decade episode. It was pretty fun. We got to talk about Samuel L. Jackson and how much I hate the meta in video games. I actually sent a post to Discord because I got a meta God of War video on how to kill the final boss as fast as possible using
Good
this build.
Lord.
It's literally God of War. It's a single player. There's no. It's just dude. That's what's wrong with the community.
Play the game.
Just play the game, dude.
Have fun. Play the game.
Anyway, that's going to be it for episode 20. Thanks to the people who watched. I say watched, but Poe's literally behind me. He could take his headphones off and listen to it live if he wanted to.
He's cheating.
Appreciate Dragon popping in and giving his 2 cents about some stuff. He did say something talking about pro players where he said, happens more to pro players because people that good don't really
people
have
that good.
People that good. Oh, people that good. My brain is literally stupid. People that good don't really have anything to prove. Your average player sweats their ass off because they feel like they have to prove something.
That's true.
That's true.
That's very true.
That is true. But proving
People
something against a 37-year-old dad who plays an hour a night is not proving anything. You're proving that you could beat a baby. Like, congratulations.
1v1ing someone on top leaderboard.
Yeah.
That's doing something.
Get in there, dude. They're doing game battles again. I didn't know if you knew game battles is still going on, but it is. Game battles is literally doing Warzone. Modern Warfare 2. You should hop in there. You want to be good, bro? Go get number 1 in fucking game battles.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit trying to
prove your worth.
Quit trying to get clips and quick play, dude. Nobody cares.
True.
Unless you're me and you hit a random revolver headshot from across the map with a hip fire.
No, not the revolver, bro. The rocket launcher headshot.
The rocket launcher headshot. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so funny. Anyway, that's going to do it for episode 20. We're not going to put titles anymore, I don't think. I think coming
Thanks
up with
for
titles
listening.
is too hard. Thanks for listening. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody who listens. If you're new here and you're just finding the podcast, which is probably insane that you managed to do that. I do stream. You can find all my sources by literally just typing Obroto into any Google search and you'll find out a lot about me.
Probably too much, to be
a little
honest.
too much. But the Cheek Squad is out. We're gonna go probably play Dark Tide. So have a good night. Have a good day, whatever time it is for you. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Goodbye.
Until next time. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.